Good evening, Lake Orion.
Yeah!
Well, what are you cheering about? I'm your host, and I am.
Detroit Red Wings are in last place!
I'm your host.
Yeah!
Between Taorminas.
Woo! Ah!
All right, go ahead, Joe. Yes, indeed. This is Between Taorminas here on ONTV. Why are you cheering, Sammy? Oh, for those of you guys wondering where Ian is, Ian will be back at the beginning of the year. Okay, so don't worry. Ian has not left the show. He'll be back at the beginning of the year. Sammy, what are you doing?
I'm happy right now.
Why?
Because the Detroit Red Wings are in last place.
In the East?
Not in the East, but in the Metropolitan.
Oh.
They lost to the Buffalo Sabres.
Jeff
4-3.
Kranowski has to be happy.
I know Jeff Kranowski's happy, but I'll tell you why I'm happy. Because this is the day I've been waiting for. The Detroit Red Wings, they're done. They're done for. They're doomed. They're done. They're a joke. They're frauds of the NHL. Because this has been the day I've been waiting for a long time. Because I'll tell you why. I know Detroit celebrated their 1997 Stanley Cup Championship team, but I'm telling you right now, this Red Wing team, they're done. They're done for. They don't have the pieces to even contend for a Stanley Cup right now. Because I'll tell you what, they have no goaltending, they have no defense, and they can't score.
Wow. I didn't know you didn't.
And I'll tell you who else is happy. Jim Manzo is happy. You know why? And Bob Bridges is really happy because
Why?
they are going to see the light. Why the Detroit Red Wings are not a very good hockey team, and the Dallas Stars, my Dallas Stars, are right now above 500 right now. And that I'm going to tell you right now is the Detroit Red Wings. They don't have a goal scorer. They don't know how to score. They don't even know how to play defense, and they don't even have a goalie. And Jim Manzo knows it.
Can you at least do some honorable convo and not yell?
Okay. Jim Manzo knows that the Detroit Red Wings don't have a goalie. They have no defense.
What are you saying towards? What would you say to Red Wing fans right now?
Time for you to jump ship and turn and change allegiances.
So you're saying that?
Yep. There's other NHL teams. There's
I know
29 other NHL teams to join. You know, look at you. You're with the Colorado Avalanche.
Yes, I know.
I'm with the Dallas
I'm
Stars.
struggling too.
You know, and I'm telling you right now, there is plenty of teams to support. You don't have to support the Detroit Red Wings. I'm telling you right now, you know, people here have to see the light here. I don't know why other people are not seeing the light here. Because I'm telling you, Ant, there are other teams to support. Look at the Columbus Blue Jackets. Look at the New York Rangers. Look at the Pittsburgh Penguins even. And then you look at teams in the Western Conference. You look at your Avalanche. You look at the Vancouver
struggling
Canucks.
this year.
You look at the Calgary Flames. You look at the Minnesota Wild. Of course, both of us hate the Wild.
Yeah, I know
Chicago Blackhawks. Even my Dallas Stars. Even the St. Louis Blues. You know, I'm telling you right now, there are other teams to support. This Detroit Red Wing team, they're nothing more than the jokes of the NHL. Because, and I'm telling you right now, even the John Atwater knows this, is the Detroit Red Wings are the jokes of the NHL. Bob Bridges even knows this. Jim Manzo even sees the light, you know, about the Detroit Red Wings. This is not a good hockey team right now. And why? You look at the standings, because the standings will tell you why. They're one game under 500 because, one, Detroit doesn't have the defense. Two, Detroit can't score. Three, Detroit doesn't have a goalie. Peter Mrazek and Jimmy Howard are not that good of goalies right now.
Dang. So this is your usual Red Wing bashing.
I'm just telling you fact.
I know that.
I'm telling you fact. Okay? Detroit can't score.
Any chance you see the Red Wings go up?
No, they're done.
You think they're done?
They're not going to make the playoffs. They are not going to make the playoffs.
What teams have impressed you up to this point? And don't say your stars.
You know, I'll be honest with you. Minnesota. I mean, the Minnesota Wild, Columbus Blue Jackets under. I mean, they've really been playing very well. You look at Toronto sitting at 2 games above 500 right now. A little surprised there. Other than that, you know, a lot of parity in the NHL right now. A lot of parity. You know, when you look at, but I think Columbus has really surprised me a lot. You know, and I didn't expect Minnesota to have a bounce back year like they're having. But I still believe that the Central Division, the Western Conference, are going to get 5 teams in the playoffs. Dallas will be that wild card team, make the playoffs, and they'll win the Pacific Division side, win the Western Conference final, and they'll get the Stanley Cup final, win the Stanley Cup.
You really think the Dallas Stars are going to win the Stanley Cup?
Yes, I still believe the Dallas Stars are going to win the Stanley Cup.
I think you're crazy.
I'm not crazy. I think it's going to be the Dallas Stars, Tampa Bay Lightning Stanley Cup final, of course, and I think the Dallas Stars are going to win the Stanley Cup.
I think you're crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Really?
Who thinks I'm crazy?
There's a lot of people who think you're crazy.
I am not crazy. I'm not delusional, and I'm not an insane lunatic.
I didn't say you were insane.
Some people call me an insane lunatic.
All right. Any final thoughts?
Detroit Red Wings are not making the playoffs, and everything will be happy again.
We'll be right back with Between Taorminas here on ONTV.
Young adults age 18 to 25 are most likely to misuse opioid pain relievers. As educators, you can do your part now to prevent prescription drug misuse later.
If you hear students talking about prescription drug misuse, end the conversation and alert the proper administrators in your building. Help students understand that prescription drugs can be as dangerous as street drugs like heroin. Do your part. Be the solution. Visit doyourpart.info to learn more.
When I'm in Lake Orion and I want to catch up on sports, I watch Between Taorminas.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV. Sammy, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Let's talk about the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions.
They got a big one.
They got
Sunday
a big one
night.
against the Packers.
Sunday night.
They lost the Cowboys. Lost
Dallas
the
a
Giants.
very good team.
Yes, I know that.
Dallas a very good team. And I'm telling you why. I'll tell you why Dallas Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
I'd love to see Jeff win a Super Bowl.
I think Jeff Heath will win a Super Bowl
You think so?
this year. You have guys named Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott. You look at, and then if Dak Prescott gets hurt, you have a guy named Tony Romo. And then you look at, the, they have Des Bryant, who can catch the ball. Cole Beasley, who was a very good slot receiver.
Yep.
And then of course you have a very good, and then you have Ezekiel Elliott. Of course, he's having an MVP year.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
Has
look
the
at,
rookie ever won the MVP?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
But I think Ezekiel Elliott would be perfect to win the MVP this year. I like where he's going. I also like, but back on but I also like what Jeff Heath did the other night against the Detroit Lions. Of course, I know Jeff had a really nice pick against Tampa Bay.
Yes, he did.
And
He
I
seems
know
to make a habit of picking off James Winston.
he's picked him off at
Three
least
times.
3 times. Yes.
3.
I know he took one off Eli Manning for a touchdown.
Yeah,
I
I
know
remember
Joe
that.
Johnson tries him. Not to think about it too
I
much.
love that play. I remember
You
that.
know, I mean, but Jeff, if I'm Tampa Bay and I'm playing against Jeff Heath, I would want Jeff Heath on my team because he's the one that kills me. I'm serious. Think about it.
Well, it would
Think
be
about
nice
it.
to see a fellow Lake Orioner win a Super Bowl.
That would be awesome. Then
That'd be
that would mean our fellow Lake Orion guy would have more Super Bowls than the Detroit Lions.
Good point.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah,
If
that'd be
Jeff
nice.
Heath would win a Super Bowl and the Detroit Lions, he would have one Super Bowl right now over the Detroit Lions.
Good point.
That would be saying something.
Good point. Well, Cowboys, you've pretty much said, are best team in the NFL right now, but now the Lions still have a chance to get in the playoffs.
Yep.
They
There's a
gotta
lot
beat
of
the Packers.
scenarios. There's a lot of scenarios. Let's not forget, there's another scenario, too, you forgot.
Washington.
That's Washington. Washington plays New York this weekend.
Yep.
And if Washington loses to New York,
Yep.
then the Lions automatically get in the playoffs. And also that would also maybe clinch it for Green Bay. So you think about it, you know,
Tampa's out.
Tampa, well, there's some other things that Tampa's going to have to do, you know, to possibly get in.
Other
I
than win.
think they own the tiebreaker against Green Bay. I think there's a lot of complications to that. I know Joe Johnson's fantasy football show has a lot of the complications.
Yeah, he addresses it.
Surrounding Green Bay. But for the Lions, Washington needs to lose and they're in the playoffs. And I'm saying it right now to you, is if you're a Lions fan, I'm a Giants fan. We don't know if the Giants are going to rest Eli Manning, Odell Beckham, Rashad
I don't
Jennings.
think so.
I don't think so, but
Not if Washington. I mean, if I'm the Giants, I'm betting you the Giants are going to want to eliminate the Redskins.
I agree with you, and I think they want to do that. And what makes this game for the Lions so huge is that they've lost 2 straight games. And
Two very good teams.
Two very good teams. But this is a matchup where Lions fans remember the game last year. Remember that Hail Mary?
Yep.
And how that ended up happening. And
Usually the Lions do well at home.
yes, they usually do well at home, but
They did lose
the
the
Hail
Titans
Mary.
week
The
two.
Hail Mary still stings me. It still hurts me.
I know.
I think we still have the film for that game where
Not Sarah Voss. Sarah Voss has to be happy about it.
not Sarah Voss and Nicole Cryer,
What
but
about Jeff Grzanowski?
and Jeff Krzyzewski. So, but we still have that film of that last game last year, and it still bothers me how they lost that Hail Mary. And we ended, and that was a really painful experience.
Yes, it was.
I think we still have the film from last year, but I think at the end of the day, Lions lost to Green Bay earlier in the year at Lambeau.
They got crushed at Lambeau.
No, they didn't.
Oh.
Lions almost came back and won that game.
Oh.
But when you look at this matchup, there's some games that scare me. Randall Cobb, Jordy Nelson, the way he's been playing.
Packers have been hot lately.
Green Bay's been hot lately. They found a running game with Ty Montgomery. And then let's not forget Aaron Rodgers, who is the catalyst of this team. If there's one weakness that if the Lions can exploit, if their defensive line
Whatever
can
happened to Eddie Lacy?
he's been hurt. If there's one weakness the Lions can get on Green Bay, is you got to exploit that offensive line and pressure Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers does not like pressure. And they have the people to do it. You have Alinata, you have Corey Hyder who can do that. Ziggy Ansah. I mean, you can't let Aaron Rodgers pick your secondary apart. And, you know, Lions have a very young secondary, inexperienced secondary, and it showed. So if I'm the Lions, this is a very tough game, tough opponent offensively. That's not even defensively when you got to deal with Clay Matthews. You know, A.J. Hawk, you know what I mean?
You think Stafford's got to
linebackers.
play great?
I think Matthew Stafford's going to have to play great, you know, in this one. And I think that, and I think the receivers have to show up, especially Golden Tate. What was he at late in the second half against Dallas? Where Marvin Jones going to have to play better than he's been playing. They got Zach Zenner. If there's only one bright spot in the Lions in that Dallas game, it was Zach Zenner. He had
That
2
running back
touchdowns.
from South Dakota State.
Yep, he had 2 touchdowns. Other than that, if the Lions can get development from their wide receivers, get a good running game going, they got a shot at beating Green Bay. You know?
So obviously this being Sunday Night Football, another primetime game. It's a chance for the Lions to redeem themselves.
I think they, you know what? People think I'm going to be crazy here. I'm going to be on dope here. But I think the Lions are going to make the playoffs.
You think? So?
I think the Lions will win this
You think
game.
you think they'll win? They'll be the 2 seed.
I think they'll be the 2 seed in the playoffs, and here's why. And it's because when you look at this one here, they're good at home. They have the home field. They better be careful there's not a lot of cheeseheads in Green Bay. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of cheeseheads, but I just think the Lions are so mad at what happened last year. They lost them earlier in the year at Ford Field, at Lambeau Field to Green Bay. I just think that everything is pointing. Everybody's thinking this is going to be all doom and gloom for the Lions. I just think the Lions are sick and tired of hearing about Green Bay winning the North. I think this is a chance. If they want to break through, they got to play. This is their Super Bowl. They got to win this game, and I think they are going to win this game in front of a nationwide audience on Sunday Night Football.
You know what? I think I'm going to go with Green Bay. I think you just have to.
Green Bay's a
the
safe
Lions
pick.
win. Yeah, Green Bay's a safe
Green
pick.
Bay's a safe pick, but I'm going to take the Lions.
Yeah. You have to go with that.
Yeah, you're going Green Bay. I'm going Detroit.
All right, let's go with that.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right. We'll be right back with Between Taorminas here on ONTV. Hello, Oakland County. This is Sammy Taormina talking OA Now. In it, we'll talk various stories ranging from the state to Oakland County teams affecting the OAA. Catch us here on OA Now. Hello, Lake Orion. It's Anthony Taormina, co-host of Between Taorminas. I want to let you know of a new show called History Now. In it, we're going to talk about global, national, and political events that occur in our lifetime. We're going to also have guests and also have co-hosts as well, and also plenty of surprises. Catch us on History Now here on ONTV. Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV. Sammy, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Wonderful.
Da, 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 da.
We're previewing the bowl games
Da,
between
da,
Florida State
da.
and Michigan
Da,
first.
da, da,
So
da,
it looks
da,
like you're
da.
going Florida State.
Yep,
Why?
because Dalvin Cook's going to run all over that corporate M's defense. Da, 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 da.
You really
Da, da, da.
think Michigan's going to lose?
Yep, and I think John Atwater's going to be wearing a proud Seminole fan. He's going to go like, da, 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 da. Da 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 da.
You really think that?
Yeah.
So you think Michigan has no chance of being Florida State?
Nope.
Why?
Because Dalvin Cook's gonna run over that defense, and of course Florida State's got a not bad defense in their own right, and it's in Miami. It is in Miami. It's in Florida. It's in beautiful Miami, Florida.
Isn't that the same place, the Orange Bowl?
No, it's not at the Orange Bowl. It's at Sun Life Stadium. But you know why? I think Florida State's going to go in there. They're going to crush the M, and they're going to break everybody's heart. And, of course, especially, we don't know where this mindset of Michigan football is, especially what happened against Ohio State. I mean, I'm telling you right now, Ant, this is going to be a psyche of why I think Florida State is going to send a message to Michigan and that Jim Harbaugh will be leaving for the LA Rams.
I really still think Jim Harbaugh's going to leave
Yes!
the Rams?
Yes!
He's already said he's not going to.
He's gonna go to the LA Rams.
Why?
Because he's had a
Why?
habit of lying in the past. He's
So
a
you're
great
saying he's
A
a liar?
liar.
So
Yes.
you're saying he's a liar.
Yes.
You're saying he's a liar.
Yep. And even Bob Bridges knows he's a liar.
What?
Yep. Bob Bridges knows he's a liar.
Why are you saying
And John Atwater knows that Jim Harbaugh's a liar. Yep. He is a liar. And I'm
Oh my
saying
gosh.
Florida State is going to beat Michigan.
So you're saying that Florida State's going to beat Michigan and Jim Harbaugh's going to leave?
Yep.
Why? He has all this power at Michigan. Why would he want to leave that?
He's going to leave because LA's going to demand more money.
He likes it here in Ann Arbor.
That's why I'm saying Florida State wins.
You're horrible. All right,
not
let's talk
horrible.
about the bowl.
Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl.
Western Michigan.
Western Michigan versus Wisconsin.
Yep.
Who do you got?
You know what? Everybody's high on Corey Davis. I'm taking the upset. I got Western Michigan beating Wisconsin. Because
Wow.
PJ Fleck is going to make Kevin Kopech happy. And here's why. You have a guy named Corey Davis. Western Michigan's not getting any respect in this game.
Of course not.
Because they're a mid-major school.
Yeah.
They're a MAC school. You know why? But Western Michigan's beat Big Ten teams this year.
Yes,
they
have.
beat Northwestern and they beat Illinois.
Yes, they
Why
have.
don't you think that Wisconsin, they're a good team. There's no doubt about that. But I think when you look at this game,
Shouldn't that help Wisconsin because they got film on them from those 2 games?
well, yes, but let's not forget Western Michigan's got film in Wisconsin because
That is true.
they played those same 2 teams. So
That is
basically, it's kind of a wash. But I'm saying Western Michigan's getting disrespected. They're not getting any out them. There's no chance for people saying about why Western Michigan and PJ Fleck, they're going to go in there in the Dallas. They're going to send a huge statement to the
Did Miami
entire
of Ohio
country.
almost beat Mississippi State?
Yeah, Miami of Ohio almost beat Mississippi State. But I think this will be a big-time statement for the Mid-American Conference if
Yeah.
Western Michigan beats Wisconsin, and I think it's going to happen.
You really think that?
I think it's going to happen.
That could happen.
Who do you got?
Safe pick. I'm going Wisconsin.
Okay, that's no surprise for you. No surprise.
I'd like to see Western win, but I can't see it happening.
Let's go to college basketball now.
Oakland beat Georgia.
Yes, they did. Yeah, Tim Ayton fouled out.
Yeah, I know that.
And then, of course, however, got to figure out who fouled out.
Jalen Hayes
Jalen
did
Hayes
too.
fouled out,
But it was a great game.
Sean Dorsey Walker had
Martez Walker
had 30
Yeah.
points. You know what I mean? That's
Very
the
good
difference
win
there.
for Oakland. Very good growing into conference play. You've got
Wright State
You got
Thursday.
Wright State coming up. Yep, Wright State, very, very good team in the Horizon League. Scott Nagy, former South Dakota State coach.
Should be a fun game. Should be a really fun game. Yes.
Yeah, it'll be very exciting.
I think it's a rematch of
Wright State did eliminate Oakland from the Horizon
rematch
League
of
tournament.
last year.
Yeah,
The tournament.
yeah. So that'll be a fun one.
And then, of course,
So does this put Oakland right up there with Valpo? I mean, mid-major poll came out. Oakland's 12, Valpo's 8.
yes, because Oakland, the way
Peters will be the one you
Alex
stop.
Peters is the one you're going to have to stop. But here's the thing. I think Oakland matches up well with Valpo because they're deep. Valpo's deep. And you look at that matchup, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. You know what I mean? I really think that whoever plays defense in that game will win between Oakland and Valpo. I think Oakland plays Valpo
Can't
at
count
at
Northern
Oakland.
Kentucky out either. Northern Kentucky's being pretty good.
Yeah,
team
but
this
who've
year.
they played?
Northern Kentucky's still very impressive showing.
Yeah, but who've they played? Who've they played?
They played some fairly good teams. Mm-hmm. Michigan State.
Hey, they beat Minnesota by 1 point. What did I tell you, Corporate M and Bob Bridges and John Atwater? That Michigan State's fine. They're not going to panic. They're not panicking. They're fine. You know why? Because Miles Bridges is coming back. And then it's all over for the entire Big Ten.
You think so?
Yup.
Michigan.
They're done.
Why?
They're nothing. They're
Why?
a joke. They're a bottom feeder of the Big Ten.
What?
Yes, they are.
Really?
Yes.
I think you're crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Who is the number 1 team going in? Oh, what's your take on the whole Duke situation? Grayson Allen.
He deserved it. He deserved
Continue.
it.
What's your reason?
He's jerk Reddick all over again.
Why?
Because Grayson Allen, he is a crybaby.
Well-
He's a crybaby. He likes to stomp people. He likes to stomp on people. And the ACC did what's right by suspending him, by reprimanding him.
But Duke did it.
And
Duke
Duke
was the one that
suspended him
did it.
indefinitely.
Duke did it, though. It wasn't the ACC.
If Duke wasn't going to do it, the ACC was going to do it.
Well, but what's your take about Grayson Allen getting his reaction to the getting caught?
He's a dirty player.
You think he's dirty?
He's dirty. Yes. He's a dirty player.
Some fans will agree with you.
Yeah, he is, especially those in Chapel Hill. He is a dirty player. I mean, Grayson Allen, he is, I would call it the poster child of a crybaby stomping and a crybaby of Duke. That's what I call Grayson Allen.
You think he'll bounce back?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You really
Even
don't?
though I think he will eventually bounce back.
He'll bounce back. You just said he won't do it, then you just said he did. You're contradicting yourself.
No, I said eventually.
So going into 2016 or ending 2016, going 2017, what do you expect to see?
I expect it to be better, especially in Lake Orion athletics. I expect it to be better, and maybe Detroit sports. Who knows? But we've got a lot of interesting things. Of course, we got a new president coming in.
Right.
We got a new. I think there's gonna be a lot of changes. I'm sad about Rex Ryan getting fired from Buffalo. Probably heard about that.
Both Ryans got fired.
Both Ryans got fired. I think both of them will find a job elsewhere. But you know what? I'm looking forward to 2017 with hope and optimism.
Ian Weatherspoon comes back to BT.
No! 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 That Kansas City Royals fan, he's no good. He needs help. He needs to support the Kansas City Royals, and he needs to be royal. And John Atwater can join him and part of the Kansas City Royals bandwagon. Hashtag be royal.
That will do it for this week's episode of Between Taorminas. Catch us soon. Catch us later. And have a great new year, and see you soon.